What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, Zaynomics Gaming. Today we're giving a full review of Modern Warfare 3. Timestamps are available in this video. First, we're going to jump straight into zombies, as this mode has been completely reworked from the ground up. It is more of a PvE experience in an open world that involves a crafting system and, of course, the loot. All loot obtained in zombies can be used in PvP, or you can level up weapons in zombies without dealing with any other skilled players, sweaty lobbies, or anything like that. I encourage everyone to give zombies a try. It's similar to DMZ from Modern Warfare 2, but with zombies. You can jump in with a squad and complete contracts. You can get schematics, all kinds of different stuff, and we'll touch on that here shortly. These contracts are similar to bounties from Destiny or bounties from Red Dead Redemption 2. It's sort of similar type of mechanic to where you can gain experience and different loot materials, stuff like that. Completing contracts will reward you with great loot and experience. Completing these contracts also progresses you through the zombie storyline. The best thing about zombies is the fact that you can play how you want. When you initially jump in, take time to read through the instructions as you see here before you, as it will benefit you. Of course, you will start out with nothing. Now, you will have a small rucksack, which is basically a backpack for those of you that don't know, that can be upgraded to hold various materials or items. Some of these items will be necessary to complete certain contracts that I mentioned earlier. Completing contracts will help you with the storyline, and it has been the most reliable thing for me to get schematics. The field upgrade is personal preference. I prefer the energy mine currently, as it lasts a long time, and it's like a mini nuke. Essentially, they just run into it and they all just get obliterated. Once you drop in, you'll have 40 minutes to survive and exfil. When you drop, you will be on the outskirts with a low threat level. The further you get to the city, the more difficult the zombies become, as you will face hordes of zombies and the infamous abomination. I recommend linking with other squads, as venturing into the city alone spells certain death and is really a waste of time. It's high risk, high reward, so it's really up to you, but personally, stick with your squad and then try to get other squads to help you. It's a max of 24 players per lobby, so all of you could technically squad up together. Now, all of the famous perks return, such as Pack-a-Punch, Perca-Colas, ammo mods, nukes, etc. Pack-a-Punch is capped depending on the area you are in, though. In the low threat area, you can only go up to a ×1 with Pack-a-Punch. In area 2, you can go up for a ×2, and then the highest damage output bonus will be in the high threat area at ×3. So if you're trying to buy additional Pack-a-Punches to get a more or a higher damage output in the outskirts, then you will not be able to. You have to be in the higher threat area. Shotguns are king in close quarters combat, especially when you're playing zombies. I definitely keep a boomstick on me as backup. The BAS-B battle rifle performs very well, but the LMGs take the cake for me in zombies. The hard part about zombies is obtaining the schematics for the special perks that we talked about earlier, the Perca-Colas, ammo mods, the special weapons. You have to have schematics to obtain those. Unfortunately, I cannot give an accurate answer on where to find them, as I've only been able to get them through completing contracts. You can obtain schematics through certain loot chests and by clearing out strongholds. Contracts are the easiest and the safest route, and unfortunately, if you die with a schematic in your rucksack, then you will lose it all and need to try again in another match. If you get a schematic that you really want, then I recommend high stepping it back to the outskirts and waiting for exfil when the timer is up. I would hate to lose a ultra rare schematic like the ray gun or speed cola. The choice is ultimately up to you, but I advise to actually get the rewards that I've worked for. It sucks if you're just way out there trying to chance it and hope to get another schematic, or you're still out there fooling around with other zombies and then you die and then you lose something that was really good when you could have just came back to the outskirts. Now, these matches are kind of long, so I can understand just trying to play through them. 40 plus minutes, that's a pretty good little while that you're actually stuck out here. And I get it. If you were to get a great schematic like early on within the first 15 minutes or so, well, now you're pretty much camped up for a good little while until exfil, and it's one of those things where it's ultimately up to you. For me, if I get a good schematic, I'm high stepping back to the outskirts. And one of the best things I can think of right now for zombies anyways is the fact that you could play how you want to. Like I said, you can come in here and just upgrade your weapons, just get weapon XP, unlock all the attachments, and like I said, you can carry that into PvP. So if you're just here to upgrade your weapons, by all means you could do that, especially in the low level area. The zombies are very easy to kill. Does it give you as much experience as killing a standalone player in PvP? No, but it does put towards that. So if you're just coming home from work, you're just trying to chill or whatever, you can definitely play this and upgrade your weapons as you go. Now, if you're really trying to take this seriously and you're trying to do everything, I would definitely try to LFG for a specific group that is actually trying to do the same as you. You don't want to be wasting your time. Like I said, these matches are kind of long, and if you're not here to upgrade weapons or just to mess around and you are really trying to get all you can out of zombies, especially with your certain play sessions, I would definitely try to LFG up with a good squad that's going to actually communicate with you, whether that be the party chat using Discord, whatever the case may be. Zombies is just a fun experience, and I love it. I think it's a great addition to the game. I love the new features and everything, as far as it being open world PvE, but I'm not going to take it seriously. I'm just going to play here or there for fun, maybe upgrade some weapons. If I get some cool loot, great. If I don't, it's okay. It's not a big deal to me. If you really love zombies, like I said, I would definitely LFG. Now, I don't want this video to be too long. We are going to jump into standard PvP, and it's pretty much PvP. It's fun to play. I love all the classic maps that came back, the gameplay, of course, the weapons, everything about it. There's nothing really new, I would say. It's just like every other Call of Duty that releases year after year. PvP is pretty much PvP. Of course, there's some strong weapons. There's certain maps, certain areas that you can kind of glitch in and out of, but I digress. That's more of a guides video, and this really isn't a guides video. This is more of a review of the game as a whole. So as far as PvP goes, it's pretty much the same. I love playing it. I think I could go back to any Call of Duty PvP and just play and just love it. That's how similar it is. And of course it depends on the time period too. Of course you got Vanguard, you got Modern Warfare 2, you got Black Ops, you got different versions or variations of Call of Duty, but the core multiplayer experience is still the same. So it's really hard for me to judge. Do I like playing? Of course. I love all the modes. I love hardpoint, domination, team deathmatch is okay. But yeah, domination and hardpoint are definitely my go-to when I'm actually playing PvP. It does feel refreshing to go back to the old maps and see how they have been refreshed. It gives like a nostalgia feel, so it definitely takes me back to a long time ago when I was just a kid playing these maps, and now I'm playing them, almost 10 to 15 years later. It is quite amazing to see the improvements on how everything's changed, especially with technology, the graphics, all the visuals. It is pretty remarkable. Now, really the only thing that has changed with multiplayer this year, other than the maps, of course, is the fact that you can actually progress forward. So everything that you unlocked in Modern Warfare 2 is currently in Modern Warfare 3. Other than that, multiplayer is multiplayer. Of course, we will have Warzone coming out, and that's pretty much going to be the same thing. It will be in Urzikstan. I may be pronouncing that wrong. It'll be in the same map as Zombies. So if you are trying to get a head up on Warzone, now I'm not 100% sure if it'll be the complete map like this map is in Zombies, but I'm pretty sure it will be. I'm almost 99.9% sure that the Zombies map will be the new Warzone map coming here soon. Now I want to talk about some of the other modes that have been added in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Ground War is one of my favorite modes of all time, and we do have some new maps this time around, just like with every release. They contain excellent vantage points, and they allow you to play with a variety of weapons in different playstyles. We also have what's called Invasion, which is basically Ground War, but you do not have to capture points, and there are bots in this mode, so it's a mixture between the two. Think of Invasion as a large-scale team deathmatch, whereas Ground War, there are no bots, and you have to capture points. Personally, I enjoy Invasion when I'm just trying to unwind and relax and level my weapons. It has a perfect blend of bots and online players. Invasion and Ground War are similar, and I have a soft spot for these modes due to the old Star Wars Battlefront series. I used to love those when I was a kid. I always loved large-scale warfare. We also have a mode called War Mode. where you complete a set of objectives with bots and other players. The tasks are simple. This mode gets boring very quick though, as there is only one map and the objectives are the same every time, and you flip-flop. So if one team prevails or defends, it just depends on how the match goes, you will switch sides with the other team. So if you are trying to bust in and launch the missile, that's pretty much the task. You have to launch the nuke. If you launch the nuke, then the other team has the chance to launch a nuke and you will defend. So you just flip-flop, and whoever succeeds in both rounds will actually win the match. So it does get kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really a fan of war mode. It's okay. Maybe if they added more stuff, I would like it more, but with only one map right now, that's all I've been able to play anyways. If anyone else has had more maps, please let me know. But for me, war mode, it's a nice addition just to have something for other people to do, but from my personal opinion, I don't really care for it. It's okay, but it's not going to be my go-to. Now for some light work as far as the campaign. I know I rated it very terribly. I gave it a 3 out of 10. And, you know, of course we had early access. PvP wasn't out at the time. But if you haven't played the campaign, I suggest you do play the campaign. You'll get a ton of double XP tokens and some special loot and everything else. Now if we put the whole game together, I got it up there on my charts. I definitely think this game is a must buy through and through. If I had to give it a rating right now, I'd definitely give it an 8.5. It is a fun game to play. There are tons of different modes that you can play. Now if you're only, like I said in my last video, if you're only worried about story mode and you're just trying to play a campaign, you'll be very disappointed. I highly recommend that you jump into the zombies, all the PvP experiences. There's a lot of modes in this game. You have a lot of game modes that you could play. You could party up with some of your friends and have a great time. Well, that's gonna do it for the video, guys. Let me know in the comments down below. Are you guys playing Modern Warfare 3? What do you think of the game? And what do you think about the new season that's coming up? We'll cover that in a different video though. I hope this video wasn't too long. I tried to condense it some. And if you did stick around to the end, I greatly appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like, ring that bell, subscribe to my channel. It is a free way to support me and I greatly appreciate it. Also too, I want to reiterate that this video is not a guide at all. It's just a review based off of what I have played so far in the game. And like I said, I would give it a 8.5. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday as well. I'll see you guys in the next video.